Hey, my name's Luke. This is D8 Score Lab. Welcome back. Today I'm just working on a tune. I started off trying to write just your average kind of action thing, accidentally sort of stumbled into sort of Hitchcock territory or some sort of 60s, 70s sort of sound. Um, and yeah, it's kind of enjoyable. So I was just gonna sort of pick apart the tune and yeah, give you a listen to it. There's 2 points of interest or 3 points of interest in here for me, anyways, and things I've learned on this one, such. So we're just gonna have a quick listen and then take apart the tune and see what it's made of. Here you go. So yeah, that's the tune. I'm kind of stuck at this point. I've written a few bits, but I'm not particularly happy with them. So yeah, it's just this is a good excuse for me to take a break from trying to write this thing and make a little video. So basically, the couple of points of interest, as I mentioned, to me are things I've learned on this one as such are this pitch bend thing with the brass. Now, it doesn't sound perfect yet, but I have to tweak it a lot and sort of get it to sound a bit nicer. But essentially, let me take the distorted brass actually off there. Yeah, it's better. So we have pitch bend. There's a couple of, in Reaper, if you're using Reaper, there's a couple of different pitch bend plugins. I tried to use a couple of the other ones, and the only one that really worked is a Pitch Bend 2, I think it's called, or Pitch. What is it? Pitch Shifter 2. The other ones would kind of stagger and do this weird blocky sort of sound. So this is the only smooth kind of pitch bend I could get. So I think when you hit the bottom of the bar here where it allows you to go, I think you're just down an octave. I have dropped the volume, with the pitch, or I haven't got the ratio perfect yet, but I kind of like that. So we get this ominous sort of brass, thing happening, but the brass note doesn't continue forever and get boring. Timpani rolls underneath. So it's almost like there's a kind of like a call and response between the brass and the timpani, I suppose, in a way. So the other point of interest for me was I started using this kind of tremolo. This sort of thing here, and it sort of it really gave it that sort of kind of Hitchcocky 60s, 70s sound to me, anyways, in combination with all these sort of like staccato woodwinds. And to me, this I was kind of thinking of Forest, and the little bounding, the timpani sounds like a little bouncing sort of a hair, and then I have this image in my mind of the sort of melody climbing higher like a butterflies and stuff like this. So have a listen to this. Maybe you're as mad as I am. Yeah, so what's interesting here in this part is that essentially I didn't know what to do next. So I went in and grabbed a piece of the melody line from one of the woods here, and we ended up with this little 5 note phrase. We kind of passed the baton around the wood section, and altered sort of the timing as well. So we have it coming in on top of itself a little bit, and in some cases, waiting until the previous phrase is finished until we sort of expand the idea up here. But until that moment, I think it's just the same couple of notes over and over again, just playing around in circles. And then we hit this little Calenio, this little Always Sunny, this little Calenio line there. So yeah, that's kind of my favorite part so far, anyways. So that's all I've got so far. It's fun. We've got these little kind of fun experiments. I've learned a few things on this tune as far as like using this pitch bend technique on the brass, and orchestration wise, just sort of kind of going in a little bit deeper on the wood section and just sort of trying to sort of make something interesting of that. I'm surprised by myself with this this whole 60s Hitchcocky woodland bit, because I hadn't expected on writing it like that when I started. And just by playing around with a few different kind of plugins and sounds and ideas, we kind of we got somewhere pretty interesting, I think. So listen, thanks for popping by, and all the best. See you next time.